Hi guys, welcome back to another video. I hope that you're all doing well. Today I'm here to talk with you and share a meditation around the full moon tomorrow in Aries. You may even catch a glimpse of it tonight. Aries is a fire sign, and tomorrow, and actually probably you may already start feeling that there's a lot of rush of emotion, very strong feelings, exchanges, dialogues that you may be having with others. But it's a harvest moon tomorrow, and I just learned myself this week that what that means is back in the day when there was a harvest moon, and it usually falls in September, and this one is a little bit later, close to the autumn equinox. But it's neat because the sun sets at, wherever you are in the world, usually in the western states around 6:30. And the cool thing about this harvest moon, guys, is you'll be able to see it at around 7:30 because it illuminates the sky for a longer period of time. Obviously not the sun, but the moon. So back when, I think many years ago, this was a phenomenon because the farmers and all the workers and crews could continue to harvest their crops with the moonlight. So I thought that was a really cool thing. You may be able to notice that it looks like there's a full moon a couple nights in a row too, just because of the positioning of the planets. And as I mentioned, Aries is a fire sign. It's all about sort of competitive spirit and marching forward with projects and relationships and really wanting to push things forward, which, let's be honest, I think we all are ready for that, to just come through feeling progressive, that there's changes that have been made on a collective level in every way, shape, or form in our daily lives, especially as we've experienced the last 6 months in this pandemic. So just beware that you might feel a little bit overly emotional, or things may sort of come at you that you're not prepared for, and that's the type of energy that you may find with this Aries full moon. A couple do's and don'ts, and then I will jump into the meditation. So, compromising. You may find yourself not wanting to, or not feeling like it's appropriate for you to have to compromise, but now's a good time to sort of lean in and be a little bit more diplomatic. Just temper the fire. For all you fire signs, I know I'm a Sagittarius and also Virgo, so I have a little bit of the grounding, but fire can be a little bit erratic, and I think that's what the energy is right now. Things that people are feeling, that residue from the last couple months, and we've had a lot of planets in retrograde, so definitely just try to take the high road in any situation that you feel you can, because I definitely think you'll be thankful afterwards, just not to sort of flare up. People may be putting their needs first, and so you might notice, whether in a relationship or just even at work, that there's a little bit of selfishness that could be permeating in your environment. And just, again, like, let it flow, do your thing, continue to operate at your high vibration like you do, taking stock of the gratitude and blessings that you have, and you will be totally fine. Another do for this Aries full moon is to take advantage of this like confidence and this feeling of acting and competitive nature, sort of like the will to win. It's almost like it kind of feels like a shot of caffeine being injected into us. Think of this Aries full moon as some caffeine, like a nice cosmic caffeine rush that is going to allow you maybe a little bit more mileage to get down to business with some of your endeavors. And again, maybe it might not be the best time for you to execute and finish all of your projects, we all have endless projects, but now's the time to capitalize on this momentum. It's sort of pushing you forward. So if there's something that you've been wanting to do and not allowing yourself to do, you might have extra energy. You might find yourself able to stay up and finish, working on a project, or just almost like in your body there's a rush. I'm already even feeling it now. Just this morning, one of my plants has had better days, and I have a really big open space where this palm tree was, and I just went to Home Depot and got a couple plants, and now I'm sitting here in this wonderful little beach sanctuary, and I just don't even know where the energy came from, but I could feel this rush and this surge, and I'm so thankful for a $17 plant that is now going to be something that I look to, every day. But little bits and pieces of things that you've been trying to collect and sort of push forward, I think you're gonna feel this, it's almost like mopping up, and sort of, not necessarily mopping, because I don't think it's going to be so emotional, but just like sweeping things up and getting things in order and tidy, so that you are ready when this momentum sort of, comes down, and then you can release it into all the areas of your life that you need to. One big thing, think about all of the seeds that you've planted over this quarantine and how you've harvested them. Like, take a moment, and we always do during these full moons, to do a little reflecting. I mean, we are all different people, everyone. It's been 6 months that none of us have ever experienced. Any industry, any family unit, any relationship, any parts of our lives have never been taxed in this way. And you better believe that we've all come out of it hopefully stronger and wiser and more laser beam focused on what we want to do with our life. So I think it's a great time to, again, be really focused, use that confidence rush, but don't be afraid to take a minute to sort of pat yourself on the back for all the progress, and that you're seeing the seeds that you've planted and things that are coming to fruition, maybe just not yet, but it's also a wonderful time to reflect. A couple of the don'ts, don't let impatience get the best of you. I think that we all could put that feather in our cap, but really with this energy, like I said, there's sort of this masculine, like competitive energy where you just want to charge ahead and kind of almost impulsive, but just allow yourself, if you can, to be as patient as humanly possible, because we all know that the best things in life sort of unfold as they will. And also just remember, I recently read this quote, and it said, "What's meant to be in your life will never pass you by." And I just really think that that's appropriate for right now, to not force, and to sort of, like Wayne Dyer says, do the Tao, and just allow and take that authoritative action off of your plate, and kind of liberate yourself to be free and see what comes. Like, just observe and see what comes. Continue, forging ahead, of course, and working and doing all the things that you want, but maybe in the areas where you are especially impatient, the more you lean in, the more that you will feel better. 2 more quick things. Don't neglect your emotions. We all deserve that watery energy to flow through us. And remember, guys, it's temporary. We can feel like the world is coming down on us, and there's a day where so many things go awry, but it's all like a moment in time. And if you just remind yourself, this too shall pass, but accept the emotions and maybe sit with them. And if there's something really like big, then journal it and work on it when you meditate, and think about what it is that keeps coming up for you, because these full moons, again, are completions and they are cycles. So you're gonna notice things in your own behavior, in your own life, that you may need to become more acquainted with. And the last thing is, don't neglect your relationships. It's easy to sort of get siloed and protect ourselves from all the craziness that's going on right now in the world. But remember that you, as a compassionate, warm, loving being, is meant to be shared with your nearest and dearest, and they want nothing more. So try not to ignore your loved ones or your relationships, and just be available, you know? And I think I notice more and more as we go through these moon cycles that one of the biggest blessings that we can give other people is just to hold space. Just allow yourself to listen, be an active listener. It's not our responsibility to give everybody advice or to maybe infuse our own opinion about something that might have worked in our life and maybe won't work for them, or maybe would. But just remember, there's something really powerful in the art of listening, and just being able to, on the other hand, be heard is something that I think obviously all of us need right now more than ever. I know in these 6 months of the pandemic, I could count on one hand the real core group of people that are my tribe. And I think that we all have those people. Know that there's a community out there and you're not alone. And just remember, like, flourish and be your best self by breathing life into your relationships. Okay, so that was a little bit of a long intro. Who's ready to meditate? Let's get started. If you are going to sign off now, be well. If you're staying for the meditation, I'm so glad. As we do, let's take a moment and find ourselves into a nice settled space within your home. Maybe you're outside, sitting on some yoga blankets, a mat, a couch, or if you feel like it's best in your body, you're welcome to lay down. And once you start getting comfortable, just let your eyes close and become aware of your breath. The life force inside you, the energetic being that you are, is bathed by our breath. So let's start with a couple rounds of inhales and exhales. Just a count of 4, inhaling peace and joy and calmness, and exhaling any frustration, anger, self-limiting beliefs. Again, continue with another breath cycle. Breathing in and breathing out. And now, as we start today, think of an intention that you might want to set on this Aries full moon. Again, where we feel a little bit of confidence, a rush of momentum, but wanting to take charge. Maybe your intention is something simple, just to be, to allow things to unfold as you are in the present. Whatever your intention is, listen to your higher self and open up your heart, and you'll know. And then send it out into the universe. And once we allow the mind to rest, just allow yourself to be here in this very moment, leaving the day or the night behind you, leaving your to-do list, nowhere to be, just here in your body right now. Allowing yourself this break to cultivate a deeper relationship with yourself. And thoughts will enter in, perfectly normal. Just accept them and let them go. Don't worry too much about what comes through. Just keep anchoring on your intention and your breath. Breathing in, breathing out, allowing your body to relax. If you're laying down, feeling the parts of you that are touching the ground and the foundation beneath. If you're sitting, feeling your sits bones, rooting into the earth. Continuing on with your breath. And just envision yourself allowing things to unfold. No force or action is needed. Simply showing up as your best self, putting your most authentic self into the world, staying true to your heart, and preparing to receive. And as we know, gratitude is a wonderful starting point. The more gratitude that we can cultivate within ourselves and being grateful and thankful, the more will flow into our experience. So as you're here relaxing with an ease to your breath, take a moment to reflect on what you'd like to achieve in this next moon cycle. How can you surrender and let go every day in your life? Releasing any need of control, trying to force any outcomes, and just simply being. Continuing on your path, staying true to what's most meaningful for you. And truly being present every day. The more that we honor the little things in our daily life, the more, again, abundance will flow. Allow yourself to be patient during this moon cycle, but also productive. Being consistent in those things that are important to you. Maintaining diplomacy. And peace to find harmony within. And after you finish today, maybe you'd like to journal and write a few notes that may be helpful throughout this next cycle. things you'd like to focus on, things you'd like to let go of, things you'd like to manifest. It's a fresh start, a new beginning, and we have the ability to reflect on all the work and the seeds that we've sown over this time. And now you deserve to step into this new cycle with a new perspective. Coming back to your breath, into your environment, into your body, connecting back to your heart center, opening your heart chakra, honoring your emotions and your feelings, and equally your plans and your thoughts. And to wrap up our meditation, take one last minute connecting to your intention and how you can move forward, aligning yourself with it. Let's bring our palms together at heart center and Anjali Mudra, bowing our head chin to chest. May the light in me see the light and beauty in each of you. Namaste. Thank you guys for joining for the Aries full moon meditation. Hope you enjoyed it. Be on the lookout. Definitely take a moment to go outside tonight and see the moon, and probably tomorrow night too. There's something so grounding about Mother Nature and seeing all these cycles, the cycles of life. For those of you that are new, I'm so glad that you are a part of this. Feel free to hit the notification bell and subscribe so that you don't miss one of my next meditations. I try to publish 2 times a week, and I wish you guys all the best. Hang in there, be patient, be joyful, stay connected to your heart, and I will see you very soon. Bye.